Hey, you. Yeah, you. Welcome to the Malaka podcast. It sucks being sick. Everybody goes through it. Doesn't matter if it's winter, there's a virus going around. Eventually, you're going to have to go outside. You're going to get caught. If you touch something, someone sneezing on the bus, somebody burping in your direction, some kind of germ waves are going to come and just come into contact with you. And you will get sick, just like I am now. Hopefully it doesn't happen that often. Why does it happen at all? Maybe it's just God's way of just testing us and seeing if we can see what's out there. See if we can really carry on our lives with some kind of challenge. As of right now, I got a very sore throat. Every time I cough, it feels like a bomb is going off in my chest. I taste blood. I basically feel like Bruce Willis at the end of every Die Hard. Not the fifth one. The fifth one was garbage. I'm talking. Well, the first three were pretty good. The fourth one, whatever. But you know what I mean. My nose is really plugged. I always just picture like that scene in Indiana Jones where he dives under the falling door and he just grabs his hat. Like that's what it feels like in my nose. And then there's certain times where you're sick and all of a sudden your nasal will just open up, and for those 5 minutes it's just natural bliss. There's nothing you can do. I mean, you can put some nose spray up there. It doesn't do anything. And what's the point? You can't breathe up your nose. So what are you going to do? You're just going to have your head tilted, and it's just no point. You got to bear with it. And then it switches each nostril, and I don't know I don't know why it switches every nostril. Maybe it just does that just to not make the other one jealous. I don't know. Who knows? And the coughing. The coughing is just unbearable. I'm surprised I haven't coughed yet. Maybe it's because I've given my body a good rest today. And I mean, I've said maybe like 20 words. I wanted to say thank you to the bus driver. I just nodded my head. Hopefully you got the message. Hopefully you didn't think I was a dick. And it's funny, as I'm getting off the bus, everyone behind me is like, oh, thank you. So then I gotta wonder, like, am I a dick in this guy's eyes now because I didn't say thank you, you know? So it sucks being sick. It really does. It's almost like time is frozen. You're just bearing with it and just going on through life. I don't know. See, again, I'm rambling about nothing. I don't know why, because at this moment I'm just dizzy. I don't know what I'm doing. And a lot of times when you're sick too, you just, you think about a lot of the things you had to do normally in your day, and did you do them? Did you finish them? It sucks. You become very forgetful. We can't go out. It's Friday night. I can't go out. Even if I wanted to, I can't. I'm sick. They say alcohol kills a lot of the germs, but I'm pretty sure if you have like 10 shots of anything, I'm pretty sure that's going to kill something. I mean, and of course, if I drink, I'm going to want to smoke, and I can't smoke because then my lungs are just going to completely collapse. I mean, too much coughing anyway, so that's not going to help. So I got to stay in. This is a very uplifting podcast, but I figured, you know what, I'm going to do this and just tell everyone out there, you know what, everyone's going to get sick once, twice, 30 times in your life. It's just going to happen. But we bitch about it, you know, and yeah, I'm sick, I can't do this. Oh, I'm sick, I can't do that, you know. Like even right now, I feel like I'm just acting like a baby. I mean, still got to do things. Still got to go out and, you know, do my errands, work, and talk to people, and just do things. Got to do it. Could be worse. Then again, it could be better. You just got to put up with it. You got no choice. Take some Advil or Tylenol. I'm told Tylenol is better. I'm told Advil is bad for your liver over time or something. But I don't know. I stick to Tylenol these days. And cough syrup. Like, what's the big deal in cough syrup? Honestly, like I've never, like, you got all these different kinds of cough syrup. Do any of them work? No disrespect against Buckley's. Tastes awful, but it works. So why do I need a whole bottle then? Shouldn't I just take like one spoonful and I'm good? I don't think cough syrup has ever worked. Unless you're a rapper sipping on lean. But, and even then that's fatal. I mean, I don't know, too much of it can kill you. Too little of it doesn't do dick all. So what's the difference? Chicken noodle soup. I've never been a fan of chicken noodle soup. I mean, I don't mind it. I like chicken. I like the noodles. Not a big fan of soup. It's like Seinfeld. I don't consider it a meal. Even if you put crackers in it. Maybe it's considered a meal. To me, it's not. If you could drink your meal, it's not a meal. Unless it's a milkshake. Milkshakes are delicious. But other than that, I don't consider soup a meal. I guess when you're sick, I mean, you can only eat so much. And, you know, you should try to just get something in your system. I guess soup is easy. Goes through pretty much any straw. Orange juice. Orange juice is good. I like orange juice. It's fresh. Squeezed into a glass or container. I mean, hopefully it's good. Or concentrated, whatever. Either way, I like it. I'm told it's good for your system. Lots of vitamin C. It's good. I like it. I'd enjoy it for sure. But sick, I mean, just I hate it. I mean, it'll take a week out for sure. Like every time I get sick, I mean, I don't understand people that get sick. Oh, I'm sick today, but I'll be better tomorrow. No, you won't. Don't bullshit me. I mean, you're gonna be sick for a while. And a lot of people lie too. You know, they say, "Oh, I was just sick for a little while, and I'm not gonna be, I'm not gonna spread it. I'm not gonna be contagious." You know, you're gonna be contagious. It's just, I mean, that's how I got it, because I was around somebody. Somebody, sneezed on me, or somebody, I don't know, maybe I used someone's napkin by mistake. I don't know, who knows? I used a glass that wasn't properly cleaned, That's why my nose looks like Bozo the Clown. I can't even breathe. It sucks. I hate when both nostrils are plugged at the same time. And, it feels just a little bit. It's like when you crack that window just a little bit at night, just get a little bit of cool air, It's nice, but, I mean, in this case, it sucks because it's just like a tease. I could barely breathe. I mean, what's the point of getting sick? Like I said before, maybe it was just, maybe it's a part of karma. Maybe, people do something and this is God's way of saying, hey, you know what? You're going to be out for the next little while. Or maybe it's another way of saying, hey, look, you know what? You need a break from life. Maybe you're pushing it too much. Maybe you're not eating right. Maybe you're not brushing your teeth enough when you should be. Maybe you're working too much. Maybe it's God's way of just saying, you know what? This is your little mini vacation. Unfortunately, you can't drink, you can't relax on a beach somewhere, sipping Mai Tais and, eating a pig at a luau, but it's just as good. No, it's not. It's bullshit. I'll be in my bedroom this whole weekend, just, listen to some music, watch some movies. I want to go out. I mean, I want to enjoy my weekend, but I can't. And again, I feel bad. Like, even if I did want to go out, I can't because I'm gonna make someone else sick. So, I don't want to be that guy. Again, if you're sick, like, try not to go into work. I know sometimes you can't, avoid it. And even if you do, just at least tell people that you're sick. Please. I mean, has this ever happened to you? Like, you're at work and you're having a conversation with someone for a bit, like you're talking for a good 5-10 seconds. Then all of a sudden they start coughing like crazy. Like, clearly they're sick, but they won't admit they're sick, And they still want to, like, shake your hand. They still want to, I don't know, they still want you to try some cookies, that their wife made or something. It's like, okay, that's cool. I get it. You're trying to be nice, but, this is like a container full of germs. Yeah, I'm not trying to sound like a germaphobe or nothing, but, like, something around you spread it, got into the container, and, now you're going to open that seal and evacuate the place like a bomb. I mean, it sucks. I don't like it. I don't like being sick. Another thing I don't like about being sick is, like, you're just by yourself, which I don't mind. I mean, I'm an old child. That's cool. I like my privacy. It's like Red Fox used to say, I'm so good alone, leave me alone and watch. But then you start to, like, trip out a little bit. Not trip out, but, I don't know, you just, you think about your life, and you're like, oh, okay, should I be doing this? Should I be doing that? And, maybe I should be doing more with my life. I don't know, I never got to see Paris, like, whatever. A lot of times you think, oh, I did this stupid thing a year ago and I shouldn't have done it, and, maybe I should correct it somehow, and you don't know if it's you talking or just you being sick because you're just so dozy and out of it. You just want to sleep, and you can't even sleep. You can't get, like, a good deep sleep when you're sick. First of all, it takes forever to fall asleep. You're just lying there and, thinking about how not to blow out my chest by coughing. But the more you think about it, the more you want to do it. You just want to relax and not cough and, catch some Z's, and hopefully you just eventually fall asleep. And then when you do fall asleep and you wake up, that's the worst part of the time, being sick, because, when you wake up, all that mucus and all those germs have just been partying in your system all day, and you're just, it's not like you got, it's not like you're going to set your alarm every hour to blow your nose and let all those fuckers go. They're all just going to, like, regroup, It's like a meeting of criminal minds, Like, they're all just going to get together and, just party it up all night, and, no one's going to fucking clean up, so there's going to be stains and mucus and blood all over the place and broken beer bottles, and it's just gonna be a shit fest. And you wake up and you blow your nose and your boogers look like the inside of a highlighter for some reason. I don't know. I did that one time. I blew my nose and I was really sick. I woke up and it literally looked like a yellow highlighter. It was, it looked like I was just marking like 20 pages and I was just proofreading and lining and it was insane. I don't know why it was that color. I don't remember eating anything remotely yellow that day. People know me. They know I like my lime wedges and drinks. I didn't have none of that. Nothing. I don't even think I looked at the sun that day. Nothing involved my life that was yellow that day. So I don't know what happened there. I have no idea. But it still happened. They say tea is good when you're sick. It loosens your throat. But I'm pretty sure if you put anything scalding hot down your throat, it's going to loosen it up. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a touch of clementine or chamomile or lemon tea grass, wheat, whatever it's called. You know, I'm pretty sure it's going to give a nice little jolt to your system. Nice little wake-up call for everybody. So, yeah. And then when you finally get better, it feels great. It really does. And like, but then, you know, there's a point where you're like, okay, yeah, you want to go out and still enjoy your life, but then you're like, okay, so, you know, it's like, should I still chill for a bit? Like, if I go out like and party hard, am I really gonna like enjoy this? Because I could still get sick again, and you know, is it gonna come back again? And then if it comes back again, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. So it's like, well, shit, you know, I should have just relaxed and chilled for a couple more days and watch some everybody those Raymond repeats and just, you know, chill out. Just, it sucks being sick. It really does. Like, there's nothing uplifting about it. I mean, the only thing I can think of is if you work at home. If you work at home, I guess you could just, yeah, you're home anyway. I mean, what's the difference, you know? But people out there, you know, well, if you got a family, you gotta still do errands and, you know, take your kids to the karate class or I don't know, whatever kids do these days. You know, watch them build an app, I guess. Yeah. You still gotta do things. Doesn't matter. Still gotta go out there and make sure everything gets done. Is it possible that one day, doesn't matter how sick we get, could be anything from a cold to cancer, that eventually we're just gonna take a pill, like one little pill, and then boom, it's done. That's it. Maybe it's already out there. I'm not a fan of Star Trek, I'm not gonna lie, but I think I saw like Spock, yeah, he's the dude with the pointy ears, right? The Leonard Nimoy dude, and rest in peace. And he actually directed 3 Men and a Baby. I didn't believe that either, but yeah, that's what I watched the day he passed away. Anyways, I saw him in one of the movies there. He's in the hospital, and he's like, "Oh, I got the cancer." Da, da, da. I was like, "Oh, I got a pill for that." Why can't it be that easy? Is it because the government wants to, you know, make money off this? I'm not gonna go into crazy conspiracy theories, you know, whatever, Illuminati, whatever. We'll save that for another podcast, you know, when I can breathe. But I mean, why can't it be that simple? People always say this too. It's like, well, we put a man on the moon. Why can't we have a pill that makes us better? Makes us better in every single way. I know what a lot of you are thinking. Michael, it's called ecstasy. Now listen, I'm not a drug person, okay? I'm the type of person, I like to drink, I have a couple cigarettes, I'm good. I'm not against, you know, drugs and all that, although Yeah, well, I mean, look, don't do heroin and stupid shit like that. But at the same time, I mean, I have to be really, really sick in order to, have an IV, and I just want to fight it and get rid of it as soon as possible, whatever I got. But yeah, why isn't there a pill? I mean, like, a pill, like some drops. I mean, they make vitamins shaped like Fred Flintstone. Like why can't we just have a simple pill? Hey, you're sick. Boom, take it. That's it. Done. All right, go back in the golf course. Go back to watching movies. Go back to eating a beautiful burger and actually can taste it. That's another thing. I mean, like when you're sick, I mean, a lot of times, different levels of sick, you can't taste your food. What's the point of having a delicious, beautiful, homemade bowl of pasta, like marinara sauce and freshly grated Parmesan cheese, and I can't even taste it? I might as well be eating a plain baked potato with no sour cream, no butter, no nothing. Just, it's a tease. It's horrible. It's horrible. I'm hoping that one of these days we will have this magical pill that'll illuminate us and just make us, not worry as much. A lot of you are probably saying, hey, Michael, we have that too. It's called the morning after pill. I get it. Okay? Everyone's funny out there. I get it. But I'm just talking about a specific pill that helps us all out. Gets us going through the day, and so I don't gotta worry about breathing, drooling on my pillow when I wake up, and because my nostrils are plugged like the 407. That's a Toronto reference. But yeah, just, it sucks. It really, really sucks. Ugh. Pardon me, I just had to blow my nose there. Oh, I got so many tissues around me. It looks like a masturbating contest. But yeah, you just gotta see it through. A lot of it, they say, is just the way you're living. A lot of people are just more immune to getting sick. Is that possible, though? I mean, could you honestly be in a room? Let's say 10 people are in a room. One out of those 10 people are totally fine, and then 9 of those people are sick. You're telling me this person is somehow Superman to the virus and just can't be affected? George Carlin had a funny thing. He said, growing up, he said, I would never get sick. I would, every day in our town or city, wherever he grew up in, they would just literally swim in sewage. Maybe it's possible. I mean, maybe it's just because where we grow up. I mean, I grew up in Toronto, so there's God only. You know what? I mean, they talk about the sewers in New York having alligators and ninja turtles, and but I mean, God only knows how many germs we got in this city. It's not like we're living in beautiful, breathable Muskoka. God only knows what we're breathing in. Like, no disrespect to LA, but they have like that just cloud of smog, and people, oh, look at this view. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, if you don't mind the big amount of smog that like we're breathing in every day, yeah. Other than that toxin, yeah, it's beautiful view, looks like doomsday. I mean, but same thing. I mean, if you look at, like one time I was on probably 45th, 50th floor of a building, and I'm just looking down. And I'm like, yeah, we're breathing all this in. I mean, especially if you go at that view, like if it's a clear day, like 5, 6 o'clock during rush hour. I mean, yeah, we're breathing all that in. It doesn't matter. The trucks going by, all this dust flying off. I don't know. You know if it's dust or asbestos or bone marrow. I mean, who knows? We're breathing all that in. And Canada winters, I mean, I don't know. They last, what, like 8, 9 months? I mean, yeah, you're going to get sick. You got no choice. Friend's going to get it, then you're going to give it to your buddy, and then it just keeps going around. It just keeps going and going and going. It's like Energizer. It's a bit of a 90s reference there. But, yeah, just eventually you're going to get sick. Don't bother. Just see it through. Hopefully it doesn't fall on something, like an anniversary or, like a wedding or during the Leaf playoffs, like whatever. Just get out of the way, and hopefully you'll be okay. Get some strong meds, whatever you got, some fever, some cold meds. I usually get these pills, I don't know, I always forget what they're called. I always kind of get the same symptoms when I get sick, and I always get these like little yellow pills. And I don't know, they always taste like bananas for some reason. I don't know why. Well, they don't taste like banana, but like they smell like bananas, and assuming I can actually smell for like 10 seconds at that point before I put it in my mouth. But yeah, they seem to do the trick, I guess. A lot of it is just climate too. I mean, if you're living in the cold, obviously viruses are going to spread more. But then again, if you're in a hot climate, I mean, a lot of things can just spread easily there too. In the end, we have to just take care of ourselves and just live better. I know. Maybe I'm not the best example. I don't think I'm the worst example, but just don't party hard every day. Eat your vegetables, spinach, collard greens, kale. Have some fruit. Put down some candy, which for me is really hard, and grab an orange or an apple. Red, green, they're all good. It doesn't matter. And just live well. Live well, so I don't know why live well. I guess live well just so you can see what the future holds. I mean, technology-wise, family-wise, friends-wise. And there's still 2 more Quentin Tarantino movies coming out. I mean, I gotta see those. I'm sure there's like a million superhero movies that I have to see. Like I was mentioning before, hopefully they can make one more Die Hard that doesn't suck. Just live well. But a lot of times it's just unavoidable. It's just going to hit you like a punch in the face. And that's alright. I mean, it just shows we're human. Once we get sick, how we act when we're sick and how we can prevail through it and how we are at the end of it really says a lot about ourselves. And how we can survive and take a look at ourselves inside and just see how we are. Just see what we're really made of. It might all sound like bullshit, but it's not. It's really, really great living life and being healthy. Oh, 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 Madonna mia. It sucks being sick.